A released AEW star has revealed the truth behind his exit from the company, and Tony Khan has confirmed his interest in buying WWE. But first we have some more details on the incident that led to the death of Ring of Honor legend Jay Briscoe, who sadly passed away yesterday. Delaware police have now released an official statement describing how Jay became involved in a car crash that ultimately led to his death, with a car cutting across into his lane, and the statement reads, "On January 17, 2023, at approximately 5:09 p.m., a 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 was traveling westbound on Laurel Road, just west of Goose Egg Road. At the same time, a 2016 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 was traveling eastbound on Laurel Road in the same vicinity. For unknown reasons, the driver of the Silverado 1500 pickup truck failed to remain in her lane, crossed the center line, and entered the eastbound lane of Laurel Road, directly into the path of the Silverado 2500. This resulted in a head-on collision between the two pickup trucks in the eastbound lane. The driver of the Silverado 1500, identified as 27-year-old Lily Ann Tanahan of Frankfort, Delaware, was wearing her seatbelt. The driver of the Silverado 2500, identified as 38-year-old Jamin Pugh of Laurel, Delaware, was not wearing his seatbelt. Both drivers were pronounced dead at the scene. The two passengers in Pugh's pickup truck, identified as his 12-year-old daughter and 9-year-old daughter, were both properly restrained. Both girls were taken by ambulance to an area hospital and were admitted in critical condition. The statement would conclude by saying it's currently unknown if alcohol played a part in the accident, with the reason for the other car swerving still unknown. I did release a full video dedicated to Jay Briscoe earlier today if you haven't watched that already, but for now let's get to some less heart-wrenching stories from around the pro wrestling world. WWE fan Chloe Canterbury, host of the What's Up WWE Universe podcast, was backstage at Monday Night Raw on January 9th, with her taking to her show to reveal an encounter with the mysterious Uncle Howdy. She would reveal who she thinks is behind the mask and would say, "Then Uncle Howdy walks by and I'm just like, hi, and he's very friendly. He waves back to me. I'm just going to tell y'all, the voice did seem a little on the high side. It was a male voice, obviously, on the higher side. Is it Bo Dallas? Did I meet Bo Dallas and didn't realize?" Last night, news broke that WWE's Vice President of Communications, Adam Hopkins, has been let go from the company, this after working there for 25 years. While he isn't the only VP on the way out of the door, as Stephanie Fiondelli, who held the position of VP Communications for WWE, left the company last week, around the same time as Adam. Undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns is set for an acknowledgement ceremony next week on the 30th anniversary edition of Raw, with every generation of the bloodline set to be in attendance. Two of the family members have now been confirmed for the show, with Samu Anawahi and Rikishi set for Raw, with Samu confirming this to the Daily Item. As well as the celebration on Raw, the bloodline, aka the Samoan Dynasty, are set to be the focus of an upcoming documentary special, this according to Afa Anawahi Jr. on Busted Open Radio. He also noted that Rikishi and Mick Foley recently visited his training facility during an episode of A&E's Most Wanted Treasures. According to Fightful Select, WWE are hoping that social media star Logan Paul will be at the Royal Rumble event later this month, with him currently healing from torn ligaments and muscles in his knee that he sustained in his match with Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel in November. The report confirms that the recent multi-million-dollar crypto scam allegations made against Logan has not affected his standing within WWE, with it being confirmed that it has in no way factored into WWE's decision to use him. On top of this, it looks like Logan could be heading for a match with John Cena after the 16-time world champion took to his Instagram today to share a photo of the Paul brothers, maybe a hint that they could be meeting at WrestleMania, much like recent reports suggested. And next, a released AEW star has revealed the truth behind his exit from the company. This past Friday, Frankie Kazarian's AEW release was confirmed when he returned to Impact Wrestling, revealing that he had signed a deal with the promotion. The inaugural AEW Tag Team Champion would speak to Mike Johnson of PW Insider following the news, and would explain his decision to leave AEW in favor of Impact Wrestling, and Kaz would say, I still had 2 years left on my contract, 2 years to get rolled over. AEW management contacted me in early December, which was only a few weeks after the Josh Alexander match. They contacted me 30 days out, which is what they're supposed to do, and had talked about rolling me over and wanted to get the process going. I basically said thanks, but no thanks. I voiced concerns and frustrations and goals and aspirations and had a really good talk with management and left it there. I was still going to TVs, and the last television I was at was in San Antonio. I sat down with Megha Parekh, head of legal of AEW. I basically gave her the list of reasons why I wanted to move on and bet on myself, and now was the time to do it. Kazarian revealed the decision to sign for Impact came 48 hours before the Hard to Kill pay-per-view, with him revealing that they weren't the only option on the table, and Frankie would say, "In the spirit of transparency, I had great talks with the people at WWE. Those talks could not have been better, positive, more professional. I have nothing but great things to say about everybody in that organization, especially the people I spoke to and texted with. Ultimately, this was the best fit for me at this stage of my career and at this point in my life. I have a great relationship with Scott D'Amore, I have history there, a lot of my legacy is there. At this stage, I was the best fit for Impact, and Impact was the best fit for me." Kazarian's Impact return comes 2 months after failing to win the Impact World title from Josh Alexander in November at the Overdrive event, this after cashing in his X Division title Option C for the opportunity. He had been working with Impact whilst under contract with AEW, although he has now officially made the jump. And next, Tony Khan has confirmed his interest in buying WWE. With WWE up for sale following the return of Vince McMahon as chairman of the board, many parties have been linked with the purchase of the company, including the Saudi Arabian PIF, Disney, and Comcast. Another name linked with the acquisition is Tony Khan, who is said to be joined by his father Shad Khan, as well as Warner Bros. Discovery, who are said to be exploring a joint bid and the possibility of a merger between WWE and AEW. Appearing on the Maggie and Perloff show this week, the AEW president was asked if there's truth to the interest in the purchase, something he confirmed, and he would answer, "I am interested in the news that there is potentially a sales process, and certainly I think we've shown when there are acquisitions and transactions, we're capable of making the big purchases. Whether my dad steps up with the Jacksonville Jaguars or Fulham FC in the Premier League, and he's done such a great job building up the club and putting resources into it, and we're playing football at a high level." Khan would then cite his time with AEW and his purchase of Ring of Honor and said, "With AEW, we've shown that we can build a company. Even when I purchased Ring of Honor, that's a very different thing than WWE, but Ring of Honor is a company with 20 years of history, and I really have enjoyed running it, and we've shown we're at all-time highs in terms of every business metric since we relaunched it, and it's only going to get better. AEW is my main focus, but certainly when that news is out there, it's very interesting. Stay tuned to AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage, you never know when I'm going to address something. On the other hand, it's very preliminary to talk about that process. If there is a process there, which it sounds like there may be, I'm interested in being a part of it." A recent report from CNBC noted that the Khans were open to discussing a role for Vince McMahon if Shad and Tony were to take over WWE, but for now it does feel more like fan fiction than reality, although recent history shows that anything can happen in pro wrestling. And before you go, make sure you check out the 10 hottest free agents in wrestling today.